Today is a very exciting day. I got my proof from the publisher for this format of this book. It's my Deck the Pages, a holiday crafting treasure. It's available on Amazon and the papers are available on Etsy. However, this is the exciting part. There is a publisher who has put this in scrapbooking paper pad form, which I am just thrilled with. Let me show you what that means. So, and I apologize for the glare. It's kind of, the cover has a gloss to it. So, try to cut back on the glare a little bit here. So, it's going to work like a scrapbooking paper pad where you just tear the, I don't want to tear them out right now because this is my proof, but where you just tear them out like you would any other scrapbooking paper pad. I am so excited about that. No more, you know, doing your heat gun and getting the pages out and trimming them and all that and cutting off the spine. You just simply pull the pages off like you would any other paper. So we've got beautiful birds. What's in here, and I call it a crafting treasure because you have background pages and you have a junk journal and you have all kinds of ephemera. You have coloring pages. It's just a very interactive type of book. I'll try to hold them up so the glare is not too bad. These are your, obviously, portrait background pages. And then here we've got cardstock. So this is really nice, thick cardstock that you will punch out the tags. You don't have to fussy cut. You're just going to punch them out, and then you're going to punch out the little ring and put your ribbon in. So how fun is that? I'm going to go over this side of the book, and then we'll flip it over and go over the other side because it's double-sided. All pages are double-sided. So we got our beautiful lady here. We got Mr. and Mrs. Then we've got our junk journal pages. I'll turn it this way and we'll flip through these, and then as we flip it over to the other side, you'll see the other junk journal pages. So these will just tear out nice and conveniently, and then you fold it into your junk journal, and that's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to do it when I get my other copies in. We will do that together. But this paper, this quality of paper is amazing. So yeah, I love Amazon. I'll probably keep on doing it that way for people who want to get the books on Amazon, but this is going to be much more convenient that you can just tear the pages out and work with them that way. We've got our pocket pages, so this will fold up and then you'll fold it in half and make a little pocket page to stick in your junk journal. Then we've got postcards that you're just going to tear apart. You're going to tear this one out, and then this is perforated in half to tear it, and you've got yourself a postcard that you can actually send or give to someone, whichever way. And we'll see the other side as we flip this way. Now, one thing I did notice, and I'm going to have to ask her about changing that, is this goes with the junk journal. So those two postcard pages came in between. So I'll just ask her if it's a big deal to change that before I get the actual prints. They should be available. I'm thinking I'll be able to have these babies for sale the 1st of November. Now, don't hold me to that date, but I think that's when I'll be able to sell these in this form. So anyway, we've got our little sayings here that you could put on cards. You've got stamps that you could put on cards or your scrapbook or your junk journal. Got a lovely angel here. We've got coloring pages, and I am going to, since this is my proof and I have to give her my stamp of approval on Monday, I'm going to see how these color because I want to make sure the paper's good. The thing is, it's nice and thick, so you're going to be able to use markers on this and not have it bleed through, I'm pretty sure. We're going to test that out. And we got Santa, our dashing Santa there. And then we've got more tags. You just punch out nice hard cardstock. And then this is, I actually did a video on this, and I think this is the same on both. No, okay, that's what it was. Anyway, so I did a video on this. You're going to take like a darker or brighter gel pen or just any type of marker, but you want the darker or brighter color to trace around the image. It's kind of grayscaled there. Then you're going to go back in with a lighter color and color in. And I actually did a video on this because I had one printed at Office Depot and showed y'all how to do that. Then we've got some landscape photos. And some portrait again. Then we got more punch out tags. I'm so thrilled to have these punch out tags. And then we have another landscape. Try not to make anybody dizzy here. We've got landscaped here. That's Santa busting through some wrapping paper. Rudolph doing the same. Or little reindeer. He didn't really have a red nose, did he? Now this is so much fun. I did a video on this too. You're going to cut these little guys out and their pieces and parts, and then you can make these. And so actually when I did it on the video, I took a black marker and, you know, colored in this part of the cardinal. So that's the idea with those. Cut them out and make them your own. And then these are quarter pages you would tear at the perforation, and they've got cards on the back. So we'll look at the sayings on the cards when we flip it over the other way. Then we've got ATC cards. So we've got artist trading cards here, and these you just punch them out as well. And I left it light on the back so you can stamp or write or do whatever you want on your trading card. And then we have, oh, I don't want to tear the pages out. We've got a landscape one here, and here, and here, and then we've got postcards. We've got bookmarks. So we've got bookmarks here to punch out. Nice hard cardstock, and they punch out. Same here. And then we've got another landscape page. Beautiful birds. I try to make a variety of colors so that you can do all types of projects with this. This isn't going to be just one project. You're going to be able to get several projects out of this. Oh, and then we've got this lady, and my daughter-in-law said she looks like the bird lady from Home Alone, but just a younger version. And then we have more roses and birds. Then we have some fussy cut words. You could just you'll fussy cut these out. It's still nice, really nice paper. It's not the hard cardstock, but you wouldn't want that. You're just going to cut them out and put your words wherever you need it. Then we've got, you know, some torn papers to cut out. That's the end of that part. Let's flip it over because they're all double-sided pages. Got us some pretty flowers there. This is the back of your words. Then we've got beautiful birds. This is the other side of the bird lady. Of course, you know I love my kitty cats. And then we have just portrait paper, just the back of these that match the one on front, so you could decide which one you want to use. And I had a lot of fun in this design. I've been making, so I have a darker background, and then I'm making like hand-drawn pencil drawings that are lighter that will stand out on the dark paper. And I've really enjoyed doing that with this book. There's just the other side of our landscape pages, the back of your ATC cards. And then here we go. This is the back. If you remember, we just went through these quarter page cards. So step into the enchanted forest and discover the wonder of Christmas. And these are just ready to tear apart, write your message and send it to someone, or put it in your scrapbook. And then we saw those. And this is another example of that hand-drawn line drawing I've been doing on darker paper. I just love how they turned out. I kind of went on a roll with it with this book. We got our vintage couple there. I'm sure they're not supposed to be doing that, but okay. And then we got our tags. Got some, I wish you could feel this paper. It is amazing. I love this publisher. I'm just so thrilled that we found one another. There we go, another kitty lady. My husband gave me a birthday card. I had a crazy cat lady on it, and yeah, that's about where I'm going. Of course, we only have 3. That's not too bad, right? A handsome guy with his dog. More of that line art. And this beautiful, beautiful cardinal. Little angel. And then this is the other side of our pocket pages and the other side of our postcards. Pocket pages. These are the other side of our journal pages. And like I said, we'll be putting this together once I get the actual books, because I'll have a couple and I won't mind tearing them out and using them that way. But today I am going to color, only because I want to see how those papers hold up. Now this, I feel like, I'm glad I got a proof. I think I want to turn the words that way or even all the way around, so that'll make more sense to flow with that. Got us a beautiful angel. This is the back of our tags. And then another portrait. Santa, and I love these trees. I just love. We got Winter's Charm etched in time. And one of these beautiful hand-drawn birds. And that is the book. So now, I tell you what, I'm just going to wrap up here. And then I'll come back and do the color. We'll test the coloring pages. I don't want to do too long of a video. So this book, it's actually like a scrapbooking paper pad. This will be available, I am really hoping, November 1st. And I'm going to tell you where you can get it and how you can get your hands on this and make some lovely projects. Thanks for watching.